Lord Dre was a 28-year-old man that lost his life to gun violence in the city of Chicago. To every story, there's a backstory to help you further understand why things happen. These are the stories of the wicked streets of Chicago. Lord Dre claimed Quiet Money, which is a set on 83rd and Kedzie that had Stones, GDs, BDs, and Vice Lords. Dre was obviously a Vice Lord, hence the name, Lord Dre. He also claimed Pocket Town and was real cool with Lil Les and Rico from the Pocket.
Dog.
I don't know how you don't know him, then.
My boy, so making an appeal right now, though, man. Can't really say too much, though, man.
Yeah, them guys, Rico.
Real niggas.
Them boys holding that thing down there, though.
He was said to be a stone cold hitter and had done a lot of dirt in the streets, which is more than likely what made him start hanging with the person that would ultimately end up taking his life. 051 Melly and Dre had become cool and began to hang with each other, one being a robber and the other one being a hitman. For a short while, they became inseparable. One young lady relayed to the police that Yarmel and Lord were stone cold killers and snakes, and that it would be a matter of time before one of them killed the other. There was money on both Yarmel and Lord's head, and she figured one of them would kill the other for the money. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. On June 13th, 2017, Lord Dre would receive a call from 051 Melly to go handle some business. A few hours later, he was picked up by Melly and a female named Fonzie, or Fun Size. Dre and Melly would exit the car after having Fonzie park in an alley. Shortly after, she heard gunshots, and then Melly ran back to the car and told Fun Size what he had did. This information was brought to the police by a member from Gyro City. Melly would end up being charged with the homicide, but eventually the charges were dropped for lack of evidence. A man was found shot to death Tuesday night in the Kenwood neighborhood on the south side. DeAndre Smith, 28, was found lying unresponsive at 6:37 p.m. in a gangway in the 5000 block of South Drexel. Police initially said he was found inside a building. Smith, who lived in the University Village neighborhood, had suffered gunshot wounds to his head and right side and was pronounced dead at the scene at 6:57 p.m. A police source said the victim was a documented gang member, and area central detectives are investigating the possibility that the shooting was gang-related.
That shit don't bother me. Hey, somebody else do keep moving. 17 Dodge Utility, black and color. I ain't talk to her. Why she go? I got scoliosis. Come on, man. You talking about, come on, man. I'm in handcuffs. You doing that clown ass shit.
Blank, who related that Blank was in Cook County Department of Corrections custody and that Blank had information on the homicide of DeAndre Smith. On 17 February 2020, our detective, along with Detective Matthews, went to Cook County Jail, located at 2700 South California, to interview Blank. Related that he knows Melly, Yarmel Williams, Blank, Fonzie, Fun Size, Tierra Smothers. Related that he doesn't know victim Lil Lord DeAndre Smith personally, but he's seen him previously on social media. Blank related that he, Melly, Blank were acquaintances and that their gang formed an alliance. Blank related that Melly, Blank were 051 Young Money while he is from Gyro City. Blank related that he knew Melly, Blank to be brothers. Blank further related that he knew Fun Size because he at one point had a sexual relationship with her. Blank related that he is aware that Blank, Fun Size were in an on and off again relationship. Blank related that he was engaged in a sexual relationship with Fun Size during the summer of 2017 and in the early months of 2018. Blank related that he specifically remembers that she would come. Blank related that while on house arrest in January 2018, some others came over to the house. Blank related that they would share intimate information with one another. Blank further related that Smothers related that something was eating her up and that she wanted to talk to him about it. Blank related that Smothers stated, "You're not gonna believe what Melly had me do, and I didn't even know it. Melly killed Lil Lord." Blank related that Smothers further stated that she and Melly went to pick up Lil Lord and drive around the block and smoke. Blank related that the block is 51st and Drexel. Blank related that Smothers then related that she parked the car in the alley by the Lolos, and Melly and Lil Lord exited the vehicle. Blank related that Smothers related that she heard a gunshot and observed Melly running back to the car and entered the vehicle. Blank related that Smothers related that Lil Lord never came back to the vehicle. Blank related that Smothers related that Melly said he killed Lil Lord. Blank related that Smothers ended the conversation at that point. Blank related that the Lolos are the low-rise townhomes located on 50th and Drexel. Blank related that the Lolos are one building north of the crime scene. Blank further related that 051 Young Money members often hang at the building where the homicide occurred. Blank further related that he knows that when Smothers stated, "You're not gonna believe what Melly had me do," and I didn't even know it, that Smothers was the getaway driver, but did not have knowledge of the motive or shooting until after it occurred. Blank related that a couple of weeks or so after his conversation with Smothers, he saw Melly. Blank related that he asked Melly why did he kill Lil Lord. Blank related that Melly stated, "I had to bomb my little brother out," and that Lil Lord had $12,000 on his head, and I had to clap him. Blank further related that he knows that Blank was in jail at the time of Lil Lord's homicide. Blank related that he knows that when someone has money on their head, that means that a person will pay for said person to be killed. Lord Dre's sister passed away in a car crash in 2016. It's been said that the guy that she was in the car with was being blamed for it, and he was scared that Lord Dre was going to do something to him, so he put a $12,000 hit on Lord Dre's head. It was also said that Melly actually told Lord Dre that he had money on his head and that Lord Dre could pay the debt and he would go kill the person that put the money on his head. Well, I guess Lord Dre didn't move fast enough. Lord Dre's mother actually has something to say behind the situation as well. "My son been gone almost 5 years. Now in these few years, nothing ever came up about my son. I don't know why and how come now, but just to straighten the record, my son didn't owe any broke nigga shit. That's first off. He come from a background of the real, so that's a big no. You don't see turn up in none of the at dice games with him. I really don't even know why he was hanging with them from over east in the first place. It cost him his life messing with people that wasn't in his league. Dude died knowing why he set my son up, because he didn't have any money to get his little brother out of jail. So he pulled his move on my son. A few days later, his bro is out. It's so much behind this hit, but just know that I know nothing is ever getting past me when it comes to my sons or my brothers. Get your rest, turn up, but punch that nigga in his eye if he cross your path on wherever y'all at. Love you like crazy, turn up, Lord." And I think that what we can learn from the story of Dre is this. In a city like Chicago, you must always keep your back door closed. And in that life, keeping your back door closed means no new friends, especially no new friends that are known in the streets for doing hits or just killing in general. You never know when you may be their next target. These people are erratic and unpredictable. And if you can't see the person that's next to you turning down a hit to save your life, then you obviously don't need to be next to him. This has been another story of Wicked Streets of Chicago. And like I always say, never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. And try not to get slimed out. It's your boy, SNTV. I'm out.